Namaste, Assalamu alaikum, my dear student. I hope you all are safe and good. I am Shankhonath Banerjee and I am a social science teacher. Today I am going to teach you from the political science portion, class 9, chapter 3, the constitutional design. So here are the discussing issues are: the first one, definition of constitution; the second one, features of constitution; the third one, the struggling period of Nelson Mandela's political life; fourth one, beginning of apartheid system in South Africa; the fifth one, the result of apartheid system; the sixth one, revolution against the apartheid system; the seventh one, emergence of New South Africa's and its leaders' decision; and the eighth one, the New South Africa's constitution. So let's start the chapter with the definition of constitution. Every democratic country has certain rules that every government and citizen has to be followed. These rules are known as constitution. Now here we are going to discuss about the features of constitution. The first point, a constitution is the supreme law of a democratic country. It contains the fundamental rules of the country and its institution. It defines the power of the entities and limits of the power. It also describes the country's political system. The second point, a constitution determines the right of the citizens. That means a constitution is made to look about the welfare of the citizens of its country. It strictly notices that every single citizen should be treated equally with full dignity. So it determines some basic fundamental rights to do proper justice with each and every citizen. It is essential for intellectual, moral and spiritual development of its citizen. In our India, there are 6 fundamental rights are there. These are right to equality, right to freedom, right against exploitation, right to freedom of religion, cultural and educational rights, and right to constitutional remedies. The third point, it determines the power of the governments. That means the constitution creates national government consisting of a legislative, an executive and a judicial branch with a system of checks and balance among these 3 branches. It has a federal system which divides the power between the central government and the state government. And the final point is, it determines how the government should function. That means a government is an institution through which the leaders exercise power to make and enforce law. A government's basic functions are providing leadership, maintaining laws and orders, providing public services, providing national security, providing economic security, and providing economic assistance. Let's discuss the point 3.1, the democratic constitution in South Africa. So this is the picture of the greatest leader of South Africa's national movement, Sir Nelson Mandela, who was born on 18 July 1918 in Vejo, South Africa, who died on 5th December 2013 in Johannesburg, South Africa. He was the first president of Democratic South Africa from 10th May 1994 to 16th June 1999. So the struggling period of Nelson Mandela, he was one of the activist member of African National Congress or ANC. He was an activist, philanthropist, politician and lawyer, and his protesting weapons were non-violence and peace. So in the starting chapter, we have a great speech of Sir Nelson Mandela that was, "I have fought against white domination and I had fought against the black domination. I have cherished the idea of a democratic and free society in which all persons live together in harmony and with equal opportunities. It is an ideal which I hope to live for and to achieve. But if needs be, it is an ideal for which I am prepared to die." By this speech, Nelson Mandela sir has already proved that he was not only a greatest leader, but also he was a great human being. For him, peace and harmony was his first and last priority, and he wanted always that every South Africans will live their life with full dignity and with full respect. Sir Nelson Mandela and the other 7 leaders were accused for being tried for treason by the white South African government. They were sentenced to lifetime imprisonment in 1964 for daring to oppose the apartheid regime in his country. Sir Nelson Mandela spent his next 28 years in South Africa's most dreaded prison in Robben Island. Struggle against apartheid. The first point. During the 17th and 18th century, the trading companies of Europe forcefully occupied South Africa with arms and force. Second point. A large number of white Europeans had settled in South Africa and become the local rulers. Third point. They started the apartheid system in the name of the racial discrimination unique to South Africa. These two pictures from your book, it is clearly showed that the white Europeans openly threatened the native Africans, Indians and the colored people that if the native Africans, Indians and the colored people entered in the white Europeans areas, they will directly kill them. Number 4. The apartheid system divided the people and labeled them on the basis of their skin color. Number 5. The 3/4 part of the majority of Africans were called as black, mixed races were called as colored and Indians also. Now we are going to discuss about the result of the apartheid system. The first point, the apartheid system was oppressive or intolerable for the blacks. Second point, the blacks were forbidden or banned from the living white areas. The third point, the blacks could work in white areas only if they had the permit. Number 4. Educational organization, public places, transport, holy places are separated for whites and the blacks. Number 5. These are known as segregation or partition or discrimination. Number 6. Even the blacks had no right to form any association or protest against the brutal and terrible system. The next portion is revolution against the apartheid. The first point, since 1950, the blacks, colored and the Indians started fighting against the apartheid system. Second point, the African National Congress or ANC was the umbrella organization that led the struggle against the unfair policies of the segregation. Number 3, ANC or African National Congress also included many workers' union and the Communist Party. Number 4, many sensitive whites also joined the ANC to oppose the apartheid system. Number 5, several countries denied apartheid as unjust and racist. Number 6, but the white racist government continued the rule by the detaining, torturing and killing thousands of the blacks and the colored people. Towards the new constitution. First point, as the protest by the blacks and the colored increased, white government realized they could no longer to keep rule the native Africans through repression or forcefully. The second point, they changed their policy through by repealing the discrimination law and ban on political parties and restriction on media were lifted after 28 years later. The third point, Nelson Mandela walked out from jail as a free man. Fourth point, on 26 April 1994's midnight, the new national flag of South Africa was unfurled, marking the newly born democracy in the world. Number 5, it was the beginning of new era in South African's history where multi-racial government was formed and abolished the apartheid government. Number 6, Nelson Mandela was considered as the first president of New South Africa. Let us hear what Sir Nelson Mandela had said after becoming the first president of New South Africa. Historical enemies succeeded in negotiating a peaceful transition from apartheid to democracy exactly because we were prepared to accept the inherent capacity for goodness in others. My wish is that South Africans never give up on the beliefs in goodness, that they cherish that faith in human beings is the cornerstone of our democracy. After hearing the great speech of Sir Nelson Mandela as a president, we are going to discuss about the emergence of New South Africa's decision. The first one, black leaders appealed to fellow black to forgive the white for the atrocities when they would sit as a ruler. Second point, they also declared to set up a government on the base of equality among all races and gender. The third point, they would must give importance on democratic values, social justice and human rights. The fourth point, the previous Apartheid Party and the new Democratic Party sat together to draw up a common constitution. Now here we are going to read what is written in the preamble of the South Africa's constitution. Let's start. We, the people of South Africa, recognize the injustice of our past, honor those who suffered for justice and freedom in our land, respect those who have worked to build and develop our country, and believe that South Africa belongs to all who live in it, united in our diversity. We, therefore, through our freely elected representatives, adopt this constitution as the supreme law of the Republic so as to deal the division of the past and establish a society based on democratic values, social justice and fundamental human rights, lay the foundation for a democratic and open society in which government is based on the will of the people and every citizen is equally protected by law, improve the quality of life of all citizens and free the potential of each person, and build a united and democratic South Africa able to take its rightful place as a sovereign state in the family of nation. May God protect our people. So here we know more about the South African's constitution. The first point, after the 2 years of debate and discussion, in 1996, the world's one of the most finest constitution has made in South Africa. The second point, the constitution gave its citizen most extensive rights available in any country. The third point, they decided to search of the solution the problems together and nobody would be treated like an excluded. The fourth point, the South Africa's constitution inspired democrats all over the world. The fifth point, the determination of South Africans to work together to transform the bitter experience into the binding of glue of a rainbow nation was really amazing. Speaking on the South African's constitution, Sir Nelson Mandela had said, "The constitution of South Africa speaks of both the past and the future. On the other hand, it is a solemn pact in which we, as South Africans, declare to one another that we shall never permit a repetition of our racist, brutal and repressive past. But it is more than that. It is also a charter for the transformation of our country into one which is truly shared by all its people, a country which in the fullest sense belongs to all of us, black and white, women and men." According to the new syllabus in this academic session, that means 2020 to 2021, in this chapter only South Africa's constitution will come. So I discuss about this issue. If the video is really helpful to you, please like and share it. I also request you to comment your feedback in the comment box. Thanks a lot for your support. Take care and stay happy. Namaste. Khuda Hafiz.